Good morning. Before I start, I would like to first say thank you very much for watching my first video and for all of the love and support that I received after posting the video. And would you believe that I had this video, this very one, recorded already? Like, I just finished it, but somehow I accidentally deleted it, and I thought that it was like spectacular. So now I'm gonna start over. Again, guys, your support is so amazing. Like, just knowing that I can get on here and talk makes me feel like I'm not alone. So it's like a two-way street here. Like, you're not alone, I'm not alone. And it's a way of kind of connecting with each other without the face-to-face thing that still kind of scares me. So thank you from like the bottom of my heart. Thank you very much. I've gotten some very kind messages, comments. My friends are like, I mean, messages from my family members and my friends have just been like so emotional, and so it's just meant so much to me. I'm so glad I can be doing this. So my video today, I wanted to talk to you a little bit, not a little bit, I wanted to talk to you about yesterday. And I'll just tell you about my day. So it'll just kind of all make sense. So yesterday, I'm not sure, but I think I mentioned that a couple of weeks ago I had 2 temporary crowns put in. But the bottom one started having some serious complications. I'm talking like such bad pain, like the whole left side of my face. And I was in agony and called my dentist, and he was like, okay, so what's your pain scale? And I was like, I'm at a 9, dude. And he was like, okay, I'm calling in a prescription for Vicodin, and which didn't do shit, by the way. And I'm going to refer you to a specialist. So luckily the specialist was able to see me the next day, which is yesterday. And it turns out that I had like a little abscess at the bottom of my roots, and that when drilling for the temporary crown, the dentist accidentally drilled into my nerve, which left it exposed, and both of those things combined were causing a lot of pain. So the specialist started a root canal, and now I feel so much better. Like, I mean, like there's some gum pain and pain in the injection sites because he like really numbed me up, but other than that, like, oh my god, I'm in such relief. It's amazing. But I'm still taking the pain medication as his orders were. So sorry, I'm still a little bit loopy. Okay, so yeah, so I had the procedure done. By the time I finished, it was 4:45 or 5, and it was dark and it was raining. And I still had errands to run. I needed to, for instance, I needed to go to the post office and mail off a bunch of returns and an airport express that I've been promising my friend for like a week now. And it turns out that instead of 6:30, the post office is closed at 4:30 now, which like put me in a really bad mood by then, because that meant I had to carry all of the rest of the stuff home, and I still needed to go grocery shopping, and I had to also pick up a couple of Valentine's Day gifts for my love. So I doubled back and went to Pacific Place and did my shopping for my partner, and on my way back I took the 3rd and Pine route, which, I mean, I walked down Pine, and that's not a very smart thing for me to do, because like I'm often like stopped and talked to by people, but like I was on a mission to get my antibiotics filled, and like I needed to go to the grocery store. It was like the most convenient, route, so I took it. And this fucking asshole, like, I mean, I don't like to be judgmental, but like this guy stopped in my path and grabbed my arm and was like trying to holla at me, like, and I mean, I like snapped, like, first of all, I moved as far to the right as I could and bumped into someone, and I didn't even give a shit, but like, and I like got away from him and was like, don't ever fucking touch me again, like, what the fuck. And he was like, oh, it's like that, white fucking bitch, like, blah 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 blah. And I was like so triggered, and but like it was like anger. And it's downtown, and I don't live downtown anymore, so I didn't have like a safe, quiet place to go to after that. And I was just like all wound up, and it was bad. Like, it was bad. I wasn't even scared. I was just like pissed the fuck off. Like, I'm in an event here now, but like, who thinks that it's okay to just like touch random women when they're just like on their way to whatever? Like, I don't even have any words for that anymore. Like, whatever. So I was pissed. And it was rush hour. So I did my things and I got on the bus, which was like standing room only, and so it was like really crowded, and I'm like feeling like really wound up and angry about this incident. And I finally made it home and I told Lena what happened, and as I started talking about it, I had a flashback, and I'm going to tell you about now I'm going to tell you about something that happened when I was like 5. So if you don't want to hear any more about childhood sexual abuse, then I'll give you a moment to stop the video, and then I will continue with my story. Okay, so you have like a moment. Okay, so when I was that young, like 5, we lived in these apartments in Kent, Washington, and both of my parents worked, and my mom often needed babysitters, and for some reason she needed a babysitter just for me. So she asked this lady who who said that she couldn't watch me, but her 2 teenage kids could. So whatever, I packed up like a coloring book and a couple of Barbies, and mom gave me like a, I don't know, a can of SpaghettiOs or whatever, and the girl stayed in the bathroom like the entire time. I think I was there for like 3 or 4 hours. She did not leave the bathroom. She was like doing her hair or something like that. So it was just like Leroy and I, and we were watching some Disney movie, and I was on the floor playing with my dolls, and he was like, oh, you know, like, he got on the floor and he's like, these are Barbies, you know, like, and I was like, uh-huh, you know, and I started to get hungry, so I think his sister was the one that like made my lunch or whatever, and then I went back to the movie, and he brought out like a plate of graham crackers and like a yellow legal pad, and was like, if I give you these cool things, would you suck my cock? And I was, you know, I mean, why wasn't I surprised, first of all? Like, I think I was already being like sexually abused, but like I didn't make eye contact, and I remember this like it was yesterday. Like, I was like, no, and I was looking at my toys, and I was like, no, no. And he was like, what if I gave you like a whole pack of graham crackers? No. And he got pissed off, and he took my Barbies and like staring straight at me, pulled the heads right off of my dolls and like threw them on the floor. And I remember being more upset about my dolls than what had just happened, because if we didn't take care of our things and things got broken, like we would get in trouble, and I was really afraid of getting in trouble. So for the rest of the day, however long, I just wanted Mom to hurry the fuck up and come get me. I just waited by the front door with my broken toys, and I just stayed by the front door. I didn't look at anyone, didn't talk to anyone. I didn't give a fuck anymore. I just wanted Mom to come get me. So yesterday, when I was talking to Lena about what happened, I had a flashback about that, and it was like I was 5 again, and I was sad about my Barbies again, and everything disappeared. The hallway disappeared, and I was in this apartment that smelled like ramen, and had like beige carpeting, and I could just remember weird details, and it was so strange. Like, I mean, I've had flashbacks before, but not like that. Like, they've been more like scary, and this one was more like powerless, and like I was feeling like sad, and so that flashback, or being triggered by that gentleman earlier, caused me to not feel tired, first of all. So what I did was I stayed in my room. This is my area. This is my safe space. This is where I do art. This is where I use my computer. I have my things in here, and this is my space. So I stayed in here. I kept working on some collaging things. Got a lot of stuff cut out with my X-Acto knife, and I, reached out to my friends and said, like, is anybody there? Like, is anybody awake? Can we chat? And a bunch of people talked to me, and I told some people like what happened, and I no longer felt alone. And as the night went on, I began to feel a little bit better, and that's, I mean, if it's at all possible for you to do the same things, I suggest going that route when you are triggered and possibly triggered into a flashback. First of all, again, I'm going to reiterate, you are not alone in your PTSD diagnosis. There's always someone you can talk to, me included. I will, in the description of this video, I will leave a link to my Facebook, and you can send me a message, and like if we get to know each other, maybe we can be friends or whatever. But I just want you to know that like you're not alone. I always want you to know that you're not alone. And also try to keep your hands busy, because it will help keep your mind off of what has happened. And I like to collage. Some people like to knit. Some people like to draw. Some people like to cook. Some people like to paint. Just do something with your hands, and reach out, man. Hang out with people that are supportive of you, and try not to hang out with assholes. If that's at all possible for you. And if you're young and you're still like living in a situation where like you're not supported, first of all, I'm sorry about that, and second of all, it gets better, and there are people here you can talk to, me included, and I will probably keep reiterating that for as long as I make these video blogs. But I think that I've spoken enough for today, and I want to thank you again for watching. It feels so good knowing that like I have support like on the internet. It's just amazing. I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.